What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your guy, SumnSumnSumn. Hit the keys. If this is your first time viewing, welcome. I want to send a special shout out to Andrew Wong for the idea behind this video. In today's video, I collaborate with 3 other pretty dope producers in the YouTube space. My guy Weaver Beats, my guy X.E.L.O, and my man's R's. Basically in today's video, it's 4 producers flip 1 MIDI pack. So I made a MIDI pack for all the producers. Basically what I did was I made some basic chord progression. I made a couple melodies, and then I put some drums together and I threw all those together in a MIDI pack and sent it to the producers. I told the producers they did not have to use every single MIDI because I understand different drums are going to fit different genres, and the idea is for the beat to be as hard and as original as possible. This is the 2nd episode in this series, so make sure you guys check out the first one, which came out pretty dope as well. Make sure if you guys like this content, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. But let's go ahead and get right into 4 producers, 1 MIDI pack.
Some, hit the key.
All right, guys, so I'm going to briefly break down the chord progression and the melodies that I sent them. I sent them some pretty basic chord progressions and melodies. It was just an idea basically to spark their creativity. So I started off with Pigments right here, and this was the first melody I sent out. And then so after that melody, I put together a chord progression. The chord progression is also pretty simple. It sounds like this. So that was the chord progression, nothing too fancy. And then next, I just put together another little counter melody, not really a counter melody, but just some strings. So nothing too big. And then the last thing that I sent them for melodies was this right here. I used the guitar. So let's go ahead and check out what the producers did with the stuff that I sent them.
What's going on, y'all? It's us, and I'm really excited this week to get to be a part of Something. Hit the keys, 4 producers, 1 MIDI pack challenge. I'm not sure if it's a challenge. It's more like a thing. Like 4 producers are getting together and we're just doing something dope with yeah, it's a challenge. So I'm really excited to show what I created doing this thing. And I'm also really excited to hear what everyone else did. So let's get right into it. Okay, so as always, I have Logic queued up. Now, basically, he sent over these MIDI files. He sent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's basically a drag and drop scenario, but this is what I did. So my first approach to this was to just take the MIDI files and drag and drop them on to Logic, which I already did. Automatically, when you drag and drop it, it has the Steinway piano queued up, which is good because then I can just kind of listen to the MIDI files, analyze them, and see what it is that I actually want to use versus what I'm not going to use. I wanted to be really, really careful with that. So we could start with this. He also had this melody underneath the chords. Now, for the sake of time, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, those are the only 2 things I use from this whole thing. So after I did that, I deleted the other MIDI files that he sent after I listened to them and decided that these were the 2 that I was going to go with. And I played the chords back and just sat with it for a little while and decided what direction I was going to go with it. And I decided to move certain notes around. So as you can see down here, we have his chords here. I decided to move some of these notes around and I came up with my own chord progression. So I'm going to play his and then we'll play mine's and you'll be able to hear some of the changes that I made. And then what I did is I changed the instrument from a piano to a pad, and I changed some of the notes around and came up with this. So basically, I made it a little bit more dramatic. I changed the pads up and made them a little bit darker. Another thing I did was I took his melody and I moved some of the notes and changed some of the notes in his melody to fit my new chord progression. And after I did that, it was just about adding drums, adding transitions, adding background elements, atmospherics, all of these different things that can take a basic 4 and 8 bar loop and through arrangement turn it into an entire song. And that's basically what I did. I started adding kick and 808 to it, just to give it a little bit of attitude. Add some hand claps. So for the sake of time, I'm not going to go over all of the different things that I did to create this beat. I'll do that in another video. So something hit the keys. Thank you again for involving me in this. I really enjoyed the challenge of taking something that was created by you and making it my own and making the changes to really make it something completely different. But yeah, here's the beat. I hope you like it. Enjoy.
Okay. I'm already bouncing.
I like the bells panning.
Really spacey.
That's not what I was expecting.
For that percussion section.
All right.
Not very.
All right, I see yours.
Bounce is dope, though.
I like that sound a lot.
Brother want to go to the club.
Feeling that percussion. That was dope.
Yes, sir. I'm loving this part.
Nice transition.
Ours. That beat was heat. You already know. You already know. I wasn't sure where it was going to take me at the start of that voyage, but it definitely delivered me to where I needed to be, man. That was definitely some fire, bro.
Very nice. Feeling that one, man. I like the transitions that you actually using there. When you went to the trap, fire. Fire. Definitely. Nice one, ours.
All right, so I definitely like the synth choices on that one. It's really spacey sounding. It's quite a bit different than mine for sure. Honestly, I didn't really listen to the original too much, so yeah, it all just sounds really different to me so far. Super spacey though, like, yeah, not sure what else to say.
Yo, what the deal? It's your boy X.E.L. Some hit the keys. What's up? Thank you for allowing me to be a part of this MIDI sampling challenge. And I'm going to go through what I did with your MIDI pack. Let's go. All right, so here we are in Cakewalk. Let me show you what I did and what instruments I actually used. And I just used the regular Spitfire audio. So the first MIDI was the actual chord. So I took that because everything is built off the chords. The whole foundation of the beat is going to be on the chords. This is what they sound like. All right, so that was the piano. When you actually got it, it wasn't like this. Move the middle note up an octave, and then I actually brought the whole thing down by 5 semitones. So this is what you hear here. And it also has a halftime on it. That's why it has that dark, gritty kind of feeling to it. So I did a retrograde on this sample, which means that it kind of flipped the keys the opposite way, made it into a wave file, and then reversed it. Sounds like this. And he had another MIDI in there, and it was like, I guess, a top layer for the piano. So I did a little bell with that. All right, and for that bell, I actually used Vital. All right, and for the Vital, I used the crescendo bells. And then I said, you know what? I need some strings in here. So I went to Sample Tank and I pulled up some strings in here. The cello D long. I hope that's how you say it. I don't even know how to say it. Is that French? I don't know. But yeah, that's what I used. And this is what they sound like. So I took a bass from the Analog Labs, and it is the first bass in the bass section, which is the jazz bass. It's the one I have here, and this is what it sounds like. You know what? It got to be boom bap. So I found a nice drum loop, and this is what the drum loop sounds like. Simple, yet effective. All right, and then I layered it with some kicks and snares. All right, and pretty much that was the beat. So I hope you guys enjoy. Something. Once again, thank you for adding me to this. And once again, it's your boy, X.E.L.O. Peace.
Like the pianos.
I like those drums.
You know I love me some boom bap. Okay, boomer.
Oh, the drums is hard.
Drums is smacking.
And my favorite thing about this one is the drums by far. Such a good sound and groove.
This beat goes hard. I like those strings.
Yo, that was crazy. Yo, that was fire, bro. That's crazy. Every single beat sound completely different, and it's using the same basic MIDI melody. Like, that's crazy.
So my favorite thing about that one by far was the drums. Really has like a nice like progressive like boom bap sound to it. And I noticed there was like a few layers to it as well, which is really nice. And I like that string sort of lead instrument. That was also really cool too.
My guy X.E.L.O. coming through in the clutch. I love me some boom bap, man. That beat was extra fire, bruh. I love the drums. I love how everything sounded together. I love how you put everything together. So definitely fire beat, man.
What's going on today, guys? We were Beats here, and today I'll be showing you guys how I did my beat for the 4 producers 1 MIDI pack thing. I made whatever this is. It sucks. I used Ableton, which is my main DAW lately. Started with the chords, added them a little bit. Made them more ambient sounding, like the notes staying more the same over time, as opposed to changing a lot. And then at first I had this like future-based saw patch, but I wasn't really that into it. And then I found this other one on Omnisphere, and I also put Portal on it, and this is what it sounded like. I used the tambourine and shaker loop pack I have, as well as Bass Gutta's hi-hat MIDI pack. And I use that to do the hi-hats. And then I got these here, along with Decap's kick and snare. Then I added 808. I think I went with something simple because the rhythm was really complicated. And I also played this guitar over the top of it using Omnisphere. Sorry, Omnisphere and Guitar Rig. And I did some drum fills like that. Then there's like some slightly different sections, one with a different bass line and no guitar, and another one with like a drum and bass section. That's my favorite part because I like how it slows down that one drum fill right there, or it sounds like it does. Anyways, that's been my beat for 4 producers 1 MIDI pack. Make sure to check out everyone else in this video, and make sure to check out the full videos on our channels as well. Oh my god.
It sounds like it's gonna be cinematic right now.
I like the pads. Ooh.
Okay.
Hey.
Nice guitar, for sure.
Woo. That guitar?
And that guitar is fire.
Woo.
Those hi-hats are going in.
This feel like something you listen to when you on a flight. Like you're in the clouds.
Yes. Nice.
Yo. That sidechain effect?
Gotta ride the whip.
The beat's so laid back, but it's so hype at the same time because of the percussion.
Woo. Oh,
That's what's up, yo. Leave a beast. That was dope.
Man, I wanted some more. That one is pretty fire. I definitely like the switch up. I definitely like the drums. I like the percussion. I like the hi-hats and that. The guitar was mellow. I just like the whole feel of that beat. It was pretty fire, man. Good job, Weaver, man. Appreciate you, man.
Oh, that's crazy. That was crazy. That was crazy. Especially that switch up. Everybody got a switch up. The switch up is fire.
All right, guys. So here's the breakdown of how I came up with my little beat. I started off with that Pigments, and I took this melody. And then I dropped it a couple octaves and I threw some effects on there. So the effects that I threw on there was a EQ, a lo-fi playtime, and a delay. And then afterwards, I basically got it to sound like this. So then after that, I went into Analog Labs and I took this chord progression right here. And I drew some top notes over that, and I made it 8 bars instead of 4. I added some effects on there. So I added a lo-fi playtime, and after I added the lo-fi playtime, this is what it sounded like. And then I went to the strings. And I basically just added some more notes in the second part of the 8-bar loop. So they just sound like this. So that was just to fill out the beat a little bit more. And then after that, I went over to the guitar, and it sounded like this. So with the guitar, I also threw some effects on that. I just threw CLA effects on that. And I also made it 8 bars and changed up the second half of the melody a little bit. So now it sounds like this. So then after that, I went into Pigments again. And I basically took the chord progression that I had with those keys. And then what I did was I was going to make an ARP. So I basically came over here and I took this noise right here. So I took that, I turned an arpeggiator on there. I messed with the arpeggiator and the sequencer. And then I came over to the effects. And on the effects on this, I added a lo-fi playtime and an EQ, and basically it sounds like this now. So after I got all my melodies together, I decided to render them down and then reverse them, and I used them at the beginning of the beat and in a different part of the beat. So it gave for a nice feel. I'll let you guys hear the drums that I put together real quick. After I put all the drums together, I couldn't figure out where I wanted to put that Pigments part that I arpeggiated. So I made a completely whole different part of the beat, and I basically flipped it and turned it into a drill beat. So I hope you guys enjoyed the beat. Let's go.
Reverse keys. Like it.
Oh. That reverse piano sound is crazy.
Like how it's got like that drill bounce, but it's like kind of on a trap beat.
Like your slides, man. Slides is dope.
Got the drill sound going.
Ooh, yours got guitar good.
Hey.
I like the guitar.
That's like a very dystopian sound to it.
Hey. I like how you use panning. You got a lot of different instruments going from ear to ear.
Alright, I hear the fills.
Like the setback sounds, for sure.
That's fine.
Oh, okay. A little variation too.
Where the hell this came from?
Strings is dope.
Woo! Got me sweating over there.
Yes, sir.
I like the strings, that's crazy.
808 is clean, man. Yes, sir.
Oh, what happened? Oh, nah, you just took me out the vibe, bro. That's crazy. I guess that's the sign of a good beat. I was in the zone. It just stopped on me. All right, that was fire, though. That was crazy. I'm a big fan of the switch up, though. The switch up, that portion of the beat, I think that was my favorite part. Like, that was nice.
So I think my favorite thing about that one was the variation in the FX. It's got a lot going on. It's enjoyable listening. I'm always a sucker for like FX sounds and lasers and stuff like that. So if you ever just want to impress me, just do a bunch of FX and lasers.
Hey, something with the heat. Alright, man. That was dope.
Super dope. And it's interesting to hear what, like, this is your beat, the creator of that MIDI pattern, like, you created it, and it's interesting to hear what you came up with, because, like, I feel like mine sounds so different than whatever your beat was, and I feel like everyone else's beat is going to sound way different, so it's going to be really fun to hear everyone else's beat.
Well, that's what we got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video that we put together. I just want to send a special shout out to the other producers that collabed on this video with me. Shout out to Weaver Beats. Shout out to my guy X.E.L.O. and my man R's. Make sure you get over to their channel and check out how they cooked up their beats. I'll make sure I have the links to all their channels in the description. Make sure you guys give them a good like and a subscribe. Also make sure if you guys like this content, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell, so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. Appreciate you guys' time as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. All right, guys and gals, thanks for watching the video. Make sure you hit the subscribe and like button. Make sure you hit that notification bell so every time a new video comes out, you can be the first to know. Let me know what tutorials you want to see next in the comments, and see you next time.
Some, hit the keys.